I applied a lot. If you know what 8 months looks
I've
like.
been for 17 months, my dear, without a job here, so I
So
understand you
should,
clearly.
yeah. So every now and then, I didn't used to sleep at night. I spent my whole night on LinkedIn looking for email addresses, looking for jobs that have been posted. And then by 5 a.m. in the morning, I send out applications. I used to send about 60 emails every morning. Then I can go to sleep.
Okay.
So while I'm sleeping, I wake up, I check, and I sleep, I check. And so cumulatively, I can say I didn't used to sleep for up to 4 hours a day.
Okay.
In all of those 8 months.
Okay.
Yeah. I was seriously on the job hunt market because I had discarded the idea of going out to look for a job, dropping CVs and all of that. I understood, I knew a lot about the internet, and I decided to use that knowledge to look for a job. Talking about the opportunities the UAE has given me, I think the UAE has opened up my mind to a lot of business opportunities here in the UAE that I feel like I can take these ideas back home and invest in them. Once I have the opportunity and the chance to do the same. I'll be very happy to embark on them because in terms of technology, which I happen to find myself in at the moment, I do have a lot of technological innovations that I've seen here in the UAE, and I see them as a clear possibility back home where we come from.
Okay. Someone sat on my couch, Mr. Aaron, he said, the UAE implants something in you that in everything you want to do, you want to be the best of the best. And trust me, this country, why don't you say what about it? I just love the way the rulers handle it.
They handle the country,
Let's be honest.
Let's be,
So that's a story for a different day. Because we will come here, West Africans, we complain from morning to night. Without wanting to pick relevance. We just, the small things, that's where we put our mind on. Trust me, in the UAE, if you're composed, if the country runs through you, there are certain characters you'll not do it again. Like, it brings out the best in you in a form that you've never seen yourself in. I was telling someone that I train people, and man, I did not even know that I had that
talent in you, right?
Trust me, I did not. But that's what UAE will give you. If you allow UAE to work. It's not about being here, you have the potentials, you have the sense. It's about changing your mindset and making it work for you. Because some people are running from pillar to post because they are afraid. I don't know what people are afraid of, but the last I say, every other place has its own challenges, and you will have to go through it. Let's be honest. So let's go to the next question. You will always hear people complain of, we can't save in the UAE. It's too expensive. We can't save. I don't understand why people always have this talk. And what's the best way to save money in the UAE? If you're a Cameroonian or Nigerian or West African, what's the best way to save money here?
Okay, I would like to go back to something that I did have a conversation with one of my colleagues on a particular day, and she told me that she had this friend of hers that used to work for a company, and she was promoted. When they promoted her, she knew the person she took over from, she knew the person's salary because it's someone who left the company. And then she was moved to that position. But when she got to that position, her salary was far less than what they paid the person who left. So she took this up as a concern, which had to be looked into. When she got to the authorities concerned, they told her that we're paying you based on your zone and the area from which you come from. Okay, why am I saying this? Because she gave a reason that they told her someone from the UK has, when he or she exchanges her dirhams to the UK currency, it's not the same way when you exchange yours to your currency. And that's why we pay this person in this currency and we pay this person this much and pay you this much. Then she said, I spend my money in Dubai and I spend my money in dirhams.
Okay.
So you should pay me in proportion to what I do and not where I come from.
Yeah.
So that alone gives us an idea of where you should save. Because even those in this country, they know their expectations for everybody is that you should save where you come from. We are not in the US or in Canada where the people are being given nationalities and they've been given their passports and all of that. We're in the UAE and we know that doesn't happen here. So it is very evident that someday you have to go back home.
Okay.
And trust me, once you start keeping money here, the UAE has a lot of beautiful things. So if you'd ask me to advise somebody on where he or she should save, I would say that whatever you consider as saving from your earnings, save it home.
Okay.
And whatever you consider as what you want to spend, spend it here.
Okay.
Keeping the bulk here, there is a certain day where you'd see something that catches you and you'd definitely get into that and that's it.
Okay.
But however, you should be inspired by your focus and your what you want, what you want to do.
Okay.
It's going to guide you on where to save.
Okay.
Do you think keeping money for the house you want to build in Cameroon here is better than keeping it in Cameroon? Those are the things you should be thinking about.
Yeah. Okay, so how would you tell me, for example, okay, I have a salary of, let me say, 5K. So you are, for example, you're a big brother and you want to advise me on how to save. Advise me on how to save with a salary of 5,000.
Well, I know of a preacher as well that usually says that when you get your salary, after taking away the 10% from your salary for your tithes, you should also take away 20% for your savings. And whatever is left with you, try to live on that. Take care of your accommodation, take care of your feeding. However, you're not working to save everything you work. So I always go by that mindset. He told me, take away your 10%, take away your 20%. That was an example. It can be more. Because you'd bear with me that the people here in the UAE, I've seen people who earn above 5,000 still living in a bed space.
Definitely, they are.
They live in there not because they cannot go to a studio apartment, not because, but they know where they're coming from. They know what they want to achieve. So these are some of the things that should guide you on how to save. Yeah. If you think you not have a lot to do back home, or if you think you not have a lot of responsibilities, okay, you can earn a salary of 5K, you save, you say you rent a studio for 2K, pay your bills and everything you're feeding, and then you see how you can go about the rest. But at the same time, I'd say saving should be a thing of the mind. What are you working towards? That's what can inspire you more to save.
Oh my God, so that's one very important point he's dropped there. So let's go to the yardsticks of success. You said you're on the road to success, yeah? So what yardsticks of success did you use to get to where you are at the moment?
Okay, that's a very complex one to answer, but I would like to summarize it in one word. Determination. I was very determined to do what I know best. And that's why at some point I mentioned to you that I took a long time to find a job because I wanted to do what I studied in school. Yeah. So I felt like it's time for me to grow my career. There comes a time in your life when you feel like this is what I want to do and I'm going to do it. That determination came, do what you studied because that's where you can excel best. That's where you can be inspired to take on further studies. That's where you can be inspired to look at other opportunities bigger than what you had identified to do. And so I would say that my yardsticks to success was just based on my determination to do what I knew how to do best. Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's so nice. Like seriously, your answers are on point, eh? Okay, so 5 years in the UAE. Let's see if the UAE has gone through you. Can you just give me 3 words in Arabic? Number 1.
Shukran.
Okay, what does that mean in English language?
Thank you.
Number 2?
Number 2 is kefali.
What does that mean in English language?
How are you?
Okay, perfect. Number 3?
Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum is very easy. Give me another one, brother.
Number 3?
Yeah.
Tamam.
What does that mean in English?
It's still the same as thank you.
All right.
Yeah.
Our brother at the UAE went through him, okay? So 5 years is no joke, eh? We need to know the Arabic. Trust me, we really need to know. Okay, so let me get to the next question. With the experiences you've had, would you advise anyone to come to the United Arab Emirates?
This is a very trickish question for a lot of people, especially now, based on information that has gone on social media and all of that. But if you would ask me personally, I would advise a lot of people who are determined to come to the UAE.
Okay.
Yeah. Irrespective of everything that people say about the UAE, I think the UAE, it remains that one last resort where a lot of people have succeeded.
Yes.
And I feel like from my experience of telling people to come to I've recommended a lot of people, I've told a lot of people to come here.
Yeah.
I've actually been part of their documentations and I've lived with people who came here because of me. And I can say that 90% of those who were determined and resilient, they are doing very well here in the UAE.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them.
You know,
so that doesn't stop me. If someone comes to me, it's because probably they're very sure that I'm going to give them the reality about UAE. And that's what I do.
Okay.
I tell you it's not going to be an easy thing to do.
Okay.
But once you're determined, you will do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
I like the word you use, last resort, because UAE is that one country that no matter how you go, when you go and life knocks you, have a plan A and have a plan B and have UAE as your last resort.
Yeah.
So don't jeopardize your chances of coming
by
leaving without cancellation of your visa.
Yeah.
Don't just disappear.
Yes.
Because in UAE, whatever you open, you must close.
You must close it. Yeah.
Some people don't have that foresight. Honestly, they just pop, they are off. No, honey, because I've seen where someone has gone to those countries, the glorious countries, and it did not work out. And the person, because the person is so much in debt, he borrowed, he did not cancel, he went to Germany, it did not work out for him. They repatriated him back to Cameroon, and he's looking for a last resort. UAE is that last resort, but he cannot come to UAE because he has already, he did not cancel his visa, and he has lots of loan. Don't do that mistake. You're leaving UAE, leave it as a last resort and leave on a clean slate. Honestly, we need to point out that. Okay, 5 years in the UAE. Describe the UAE in 3 words. Number 1.
Innovative.
Perfect. Number 2.
Resilience.
Perfect. Number 3.
A country that looks into the future.
Hi. You touched me with that one. Because see, the leaders here, I said in one of my videos, I said, please, let's just borrow check the rulers here for 1 year. We need the only for 1 year. Yeah. The people, they are talkers and doers. Yeah. It's not like other government that will start procrastinating in 2035. Are they Tito knows that they themselves will say in 2035 they cannot stand to give a speech.
Yeah.
But they'll be telling you 2035. With the wait, 2035 is still, maybe I will be having gray hair at that time before my country wants to get to where it is, but it is well in Jesus' name. I just want to borrow check. Yeah, I want to borrow this check here for one. I don't know. There's message to go to him. Please, sir, we want you in my country for 1 year.
Just only. 1 year.
Yes. Okay, so we are on the last question. What advice would you give people, especially those of the African descent, struggling in the United Arab Emirates? I want you to answer this question. Pick out what we are doing as West Africans or Africans that is not tallying to these people's vision. What we are doing that is so off. Like what you've seen some Africans do that you just say like, but are these people not okay? And then you pick out those things and you try to give us the solutions to those things.
Okay. My advice to, say, Africans living here in the UAE, I would advise all Africans living in the UAE to think out of the box. in their journey of determination.
Okay.
They should think out of the box.
Yeah.
We all have that mindset. For example, the first impression you get about the UAE once you get here can either make you or mar you. So the first people you meet when you get into the UAE, based on what they tell you, if you cling to it, it will either make you or it destroys you. So my advice to people coming to the UAE and those in the UAE already, it's do take into consideration different perspectives from different people.
Yeah.
Put them together and see what you can make out of them. Because tying yourself to one perspective that people have told you that you can only be a cleaner, you can only be a waiter, you can only be a security.
Okay.
I'm not discrediting any of these jobs.
Of course we're
You
not.
can only be a teacher. You can only be this. The word only, take it off your mind.
Okay.
That's my advice for everybody here.
Yeah.
Take it off your mind. Apply for whatever you think that it's possible for you to do. Apply for whatever you think that it's impossible for you to do.
Okay.
Why did I say you should apply for impossibilities? The internet has made it very easy for you to acquire knowledge.
Knowledge, yeah.
Yeah, the internet has made knowledge very accessible. Once you see that job that you think that suits you and you think you'd want to do that job, just apply for it.
Yeah.
And one thing I would encourage those applying for jobs and looking for jobs is try to be consistent. Don't start off today and then you stop for a while, you feel discouraged, and then you wake up another day, you feel encouraged, and you continue. Be consistent in your job search. Do the same thing every day.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to pay off.
Yeah.
I would like to quote this experience I had when I was here looking for a job, and for all the times that I've been looking for a job, it's very rare to see me go out on a trip or to visit people. I've been in Dubai for 5 years. I've been to Dubai Mall 3 times in those 5 years.
My dear.
And I've seen people who have been in Dubai for a year and they've been to Dubai Mall almost on a weekly basis.
My dear, let me cut you short. I've been in Dubai for 10 years. And I'm not sure I've been in Dubai Mall for up to 3 times.
Yeah. That's...
Because the other guest who came here, I'm sure he says he knows you.
Oh.
He told me, I don't know you. I've been here for a long time, but I said, you'll never know me because I don't, which concern me. Like what is not my business. You will not even see me there.
You don't see me there, yeah.
Trust me, that's just me. And I just believe that, let me just chip in. Every African, if you really want to succeed, you have to cultivate the culture of being lonely, being in your space.
Yes, being in your space.
Rowdiness, jumping. Like a sign of carelessness is having too many people, too many friends. To have friends does not mean you're a good person. It's a sign of carelessness. Everywhere you're walking everywhere. No, honey, learn to be alone. When you are alone, you cultivate the sense of focus because it makes you to think what you have to do strategically to get to where you are. Continue, my brother.
So, at that point, I would say that. So I've known quite a number of people who are on the job hunt, but every now and then you see them in parties, you see them in snacks, you see them moving around every now and then, and I ask myself, so when do you look for a job?
Yeah.
Because for the times that I've been on job hunt, I used to be on my laptop day and night. That's what we mean by consistency. Keep on doing it until you get it. That's what we want people to do.
Yeah.
Keep on doing it until you get it. I cannot say this without mentioning the fact that I had my circle of friends. And until date, we are still together on that ladder of pushing everyone up the ladder. That's what we do. And we try our best to support each other every step of the way. If you're fortunate enough to have that circle, that's fine. It's very easy for you to identify that circle. friends who do not only call you to drink and make merry around, but they call you and they ask you, okay bro, this time did you try to apply on this? Did you have seen this? I've heard this. Can you try this out? Can you send me your CV? These are the people we're looking for. Those are the people you should keep as friends.
Yes.
I'm not saying you should discredit your friends because they have that kind of a lifestyle. No, but know the things you do with them, considering your situation and looking at where you're going to.
Okay.
So if you'd ask me to say advise those who are here, I have 3 words I can tell anybody who is in the UAE looking for a job and trying to make his way up. Be consistent.
Yeah.
Be prayerful.
Yes.
And keep on doing it until you get there.
Yes.
So if you look at these 3 things, they all boil back to consistency.
Yes.
Because that's what is going to make you. Consistency and trust in God for everything you do.
Yeah. Chai. See, I learned a lot from him. Seriously, it's just the questions are over. Because I really need people like this in my circle. Trust me. And you too, you need people like this. People who can really say something that is really very sensible. People who have the intelligence to tell you things that are actually happening. Okay? So, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Because you dropped some nuggets of wisdom. Even me, I picked up some. Hope you watching me, you also picked up some. Okay, so we come to an end of this episode. I really hope you enjoyed it, and it's your girl Naomi T, live and direct from the City of Light. Stay glued to my channel, click the subscribe button, and stay glued because I'll be bringing you juicier content on different people's experiences in the UAE that could help you as an immigrant wherever you find yourself around the globe. Stay blessed. Be safe and be consistent, as he said. Thank you so much, and bye for now.